Hey, thanks for tuning in. Put a bit of a shout out the other day asking for words that people might want me to Word Magpie on, and someone chucked the word habit in, which grabbed me straight away because I have had a bit of a rocky start to the year with my mental health and was battling a pretty deep bout of depression earlier on. And it really took me out at the knees. It was a big one. It was it was thoroughly deadening, thoroughly disconnecting. And as is my usual strategy, once I recognize how deep the depression is, I then try and slowly put my scaffolding back in place. And that scaffolding generally includes getting back to meditation, some form of movement, some form of counseling, and some journaling, like just putting all these things back in place, making sure I'm doing little things like making my bed and just adding all these sort of structural things in so I'm not just kind of in the deadening space of the rolling thunder of criticism. And so when I saw the word habit in the list, I thought, I suppose I'm just trying to build habits. And that kind of felt okay to me. I'm like, I suppose that's why I built a habit. It's like I need good habits. And the next day I was going about my habits in my deadened state. And I was sort of, doing my yoga, and then I was doing my meditation, and then I was doing the thing. I was just doing everything, but it wasn't giving me anything. And I thought about the connection between the word habitual and ritual. And I realized actually what I was missing, what I miss most in depression, is connection. And that when I make a habit, when I make the habitual into a ritual, it gives me a connection to something else. Let me just explain a little bit. So rather than adding one habit in at a time, putting a group of habits together, let's say, as the morning ritual, and then imbibing that with presence and awareness and intention actually becomes a practice in and of itself. So rather than just doing the thing, I'm asking myself, why am I doing the thing? I'm reminding myself, I'm doing this because I'm making my bed because I like to get into a made bed at night. Okay, so there's an intention in there. And while I'm doing it, rather than just doing it and allowing the disconnect of the negative thoughts to still be rolling, I'm just taking that moment to really be with the action. So it's a habit, but it's becoming a ritualized habit in that moment. And then when I'm doing yoga, rather than just doing the yoga and doing the things and still the rolling thunder of negativity, I'm going, remember why, remember what for, remember who for you. There's a gift to yourself right now. Receive it, receive this gift. And in that act of imbibing the habitual with the ritual, it becomes intentional. Or in it becoming intentional, it becomes a ritual. And something about that actually made the habit forming land in a really different way. And I started feeling more of a shift out of the quicksand, because maybe I was spending more micro moments, not completely overwhelmed by the sense of criticism and disconnect and overwhelm in general. And these little slicing moments, these kind of shards of light in the what feels like unbreakable darkness, kind of shakes the concept of the depression in my psyche. It just shakes it up just enough for me to go, it's like a lightning flash in a really dark night when you don't even know there's a storm coming, and it's just like, poof, and everything kind of lights up. Like, I didn't even know that was out there. I didn't even realize how dark it was until there was a little shard of light. And in that, I suppose that's what ritual is for me. And I suppose that's what intention and awareness and presence gives me. It gives me just these brief moments of light when things can feel incredibly dark. Thanks for the word habit. because it actually really helped me imbue my habit making with intention and presence, because I realised I don't just want to be habitual. I want to make rituals. I want my day to be a series of rituals. And rituals are things that are intentional, have presence and awareness, and are repeated. They become a ritual because they are repeated. So taking that into my day has kind of lifted my sense that I'm holding myself up, that I'm holding that part of myself up that feels like there is no one to hold it right now. The part of me that can be present to a habit is the part of me that can hold the other part of me that feels helpless. I hope that makes some kind of sense. It does to me in some wild way. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope some part of this finds some part of you.